At the end of the reunification talks, our correspondent Sertaç Aktan spoke to the Turkish Cypriot leader Mustafa Akinci about his views on future progress.
Sayın Akıncı, Euronews'a hoş geldiniz.
Welcome to Euronews. How do you evaluate Greece's position during the talks and the fact that they asked for more time? It seemed as if before the conference things were moving faster. Do you believe if Cypriots alone took part, it would be easier and faster to find solutions? Greece's involvement in this process has come a bit late. Turkey has been more involved and for a longer period. Therefore, it takes more time for the Greeks to catch up with some of the developments. Maybe the economic difficulties they're having plays a role. Maybe it's the fact that Greek Cyprus is recognized as a separate state and the more established separate identity that makes their relations with Greece different than our relations with Turkey. Greece seems less involved and Turkey is more up-to-date and involved. Eventually, what matters is that all guarantors play positive roles. You can see this also in their statements that they're bound themselves to efforts to find a solution and committed to supporting our efforts on these talks. We should focus on positive outcomes and positive scenarios without expecting any negativity from the guarantors so that we're able to eliminate possible incidents or misunderstandings. Are you expecting a new land map from the Greek Cypriots, or will you be preparing one? I know you have an anecdote on this issue, and I'd like to hear about it. Well, the moment the Greek side entered the talks, Anastasiadis was already carrying in his hand this rejection letter. As we understand it, before even seeing our map proposal, he had prepared his rejection to it. Therefore, nobody should expect dramatical changes on our map.
Dolayısıyla çok büyük oynamalar olacağını düşünmesin kimse.
You said that Britain is not actually that enthusiastic about being a guarantor state and more focused on their military bases. How much are the British and the EU contributing to finding a solution? And what are your expectations for January the 18th and onwards?
Nedir sizin bu konudaki görüşünüz? 18 Ocak ve sonrası için beklentileriniz nelerdir?
Britain could easily drop out from being a guarantor, but there's no way it will give up its bases. They're making a poor contribution to our efforts. The EU is not that different. Their interest comes from Greek Cyprus being an EU member. The EU is just an observer and will stay that way as far as we can see. The real concerned parties are the two people living on the island.
Bunun asıl tarafları Kıbrıs'ta yaşayan iki halktır.
Sayın Akıncı, çok teşekkürler.